This one's called Hogwarts Legacy. Has 36 days left. I don't know what this means. I just thought it looked interesting, so we're gonna watch it.
36 days are left for Hogwarts Legacy, but until what exactly? Now, to add to that, after 140 hours in this game, someone has finally found an NPC doing something that a lot of people have been requesting for quite some time. And on top of that, you can randomly start a wildfire with a particular spell in the game, so it seems, and we have the perfect layout for a DLC. Lots to get through, a like helps a ton, but turn that into a dislike if you get to the end and did not enjoy the video. First up, after a whopping 140 hours in the game, a Reddit user has shared the image that you see on screen, saying, and I quote, "After 140 hours of playing, I found a random person actually laying in their bed." Now, technically,
Wait, what? What does this have to do with anything?
laying on top of the blankets with eyes wide open and shoes on is very much the
creepy.
classic video game sleeping pose, so to say. And it's quite funny nonetheless, but an interesting fact that someone did mention is just simply doing an animation where you were to have an NPC actually under a blanket, for example, etc., is actually a lot harder to do than most people think. So hey, there you have it, you learn something new every day, and it's quite funny because it's been a conversation for quite some time. Now, things get even better.
I wasn't aware there was a conversation.
The video that you see on screen saying, "I used ancient magic to kill a poacher, and then I somehow started a wildfire." Now, this actually looks pretty cool, but I guess the question is it intentional? Is it actually a thing you could do with a particular spell in the game, or is it simply just a glitch? If you know more than
I'd say it's a glitch. I haven't seen anything like that.
do, let me know in the comment section below, but it actually gave me a random thought. But I do genuinely feel there are questionable missed opportunities with certain spells in the game, and one in particular that I'm actually talking about and that I especially disliked is how enemies could cast a fire tornado but we couldn't, for example. And I know it sounds pretty small on the grand scheme of things, but you would be lying if you said that fire tornado didn't look cool, and can you imagine how fun it would have been in our own gameplay? So
Dude, if you could whip up a fire tornado and just like cast it at people, that'd be sick. They should actually make that a thing.
again, it's one of those things that are very questionable. Is there more of a backstory as to why that can't be done? Again, if we were to be going down the route of the good wizard and the, evil wizard for the most part, I mean, come on, casting the fire tornado would have been a great thing to actually do, just as an all-arounder for the most part. Now, I have something very cool to share with you guys, so I'm going to roll the ad and then we'll continue into the video. Now, we all wish we could live in the magical world of Harry Potter, and though we can't
We don't live in the magical world of Harry Potter?
Get an additional $100 off select
Bro.
$1,296 or more. Head to your local Lowe's or
I suppose you're gonna tell me it's fake. Yep. I suppose you guys are gonna tell me it's fucking fake.
That, galaxy lamps do allow you to add some magic to your home/environment, making you feel in a whole different world. Now, the Galaxy Projector 2.0 has lasers that project stars in the room and give off the most vibrant colors, with the ability to actually switch them up as well. And to be specific, it has a total of 6 different color patterns to choose from, and you can also change the rotation speed, brightness, and you can even schedule when it comes on, and a whole bunch more, all from the tip of your fingers via the app. Now, the moment it's
Oh good, I thought you were gonna say from the tip of something else.
turned on, it will shock everyone, giving a whole new feel to your room, especially perfect when watching Netflix, because it will just give you the ultimate experience as if you are watching the big screen in space. Now, all of that is cool, but it gets even cooler because it can actually sync up to your Amazon Alexa or Google Assistant,
fuck yeah.
meaning a simple voice command is all it takes to basically go straight into the galaxy at any time.
Maybe I should get one of these for my stream, like just have it in the background and like have all my lights off.
You want. Now you can get 15% off using my code SuperReb at checkout.
There you go,
let me
guys.
tell you, it'll either be the best item that you own or the best gift anyone has received. So check it out, link is in the description
Actually looks pretty
below.
sick.
Okay, now one thing that remains a mystery is, will they ever explore the possibility of a New Game Plus mode? Now, for those of you who don't know exactly what a New Game Plus mode
I don't know about a New Game Plus mode, but I definitely want to see a DLC with Quidditch in it. And I would love to see servers put in here for like open world shit or like RP. Yeah, servers for RP, that's what I mean. Like GTA has servers for RP. I want to see servers for RP on Hogwarts Legacy. I think that would be the shit.
mode is. Just to kind of give you a quick overview, it's basically where you get to start the game all over again, except everything you've unlocked in the game you actually get to keep, so all the perks, skill sets, etc, etc. And on top of that, when there is a New Game Plus mode, it's not just the fact that you can start the game again with all of the unlockables. Typically, they add some new content in the game, whether that will be in the form of new missions, side quests, or even cosmetics. Now, despite the debates going around it, because again, this isn't a live service game, and going on the basis that it's following that single player narrative, for the most part, a lot of people said that a New Game Plus mode wouldn't actually feel suitable for the game overall. Now, despite the debates around it, I actually feel like it makes more sense than ever before right now, at least as a quick fix goes in my opinion, in terms of getting that refreshment and just some new content in the game.
I don't know. I feel like plus mode. Oh, I wouldn't really give a fuck about a plus mode. I'd rather see a Quidditch DLC and RP servers with multiplayer.
Now, do you agree with me or do you disagree? Again, I'm keen to know your thoughts on this, so let me know.
I mean, we already got mods, so that's good. Now we just need RP servers and Quidditch.
In the comment section below. And again, it's all expected, right, with where we are right now, but at the same time, if it was a live service game, it would be a complete different story. But this all ties into the 36 days and what I mentioned at the start of the video. So what are these 36 days and why is it so important? So
Yeah,
to
tell
bring
me.
you up to speed, May 5th is when the game is available for every single person for the most part, and then we enter a new chapter for the game. Or do we? That's where the 36 days come in, and it's safe to say it has actually been very, very close to radio silent for the game, even with things like numbers dropping and complaints actually growing from a loyal fan base and player base who actually continue to just feel frustration, I guess you could say, about replayability. Now again, I don't want to stress this enough, but where it's a single player game, it's kind of expected. If it was a live service game,
Right.
complete different story. But even though, with all of that being said, I do 100% agree that everything strangely feels to be a little up in the air, given the hype behind the game, and then how for most people, it's now become a little repetitive. Now the question is, whilst we wait, do you feel like we actually should be given an update for the game? And what I mean in the sense of an update is not actually a literal update for the game, but I mean just some sort of communication from the devs in general, and ultimately being given, you know, some sort of roadmap on what to expect. Do we actually feel like we need that, or would you say that that is completely invalid, again taking into account that it's a single player game?
I feel like it's good for the dev team to communicate with their audience on every level. Unless it's some sort of controversy with like lawsuits or something like that, obviously, where there's things you can't discuss. Yeah, the PS4 and the original Xbox are still waiting on the copy. That's right. But I mean, I feel bad for those people, obviously, but I'm not too worried about that. I just want to see like I said, a Quidditch DLC and RP servers with multiplayer. I think they should definitely do that to keep the game alive. As far as the game goes in general, I still think it's a great game, and I'm happy with it. It's better than what we've been getting the last fucking, 5 years?
Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section below. I know it's going to be a debatable topic for the most part, but given again the hype behind the game, that replayability aspect is definitely missing. Now we have what is said to be the perfect DLC idea, and not just an idea but also how it should be done. Now it was shared on Reddit and it says the following: DLC should be our final 2 years at Hogwarts, and I know just the way to do it. DLC 1. Directly after the main game story, we get involved with some ministry business in London, involving the remnants of Ranrock's loyalists and the Ashwinders, who are now causing chaos in London with Diagon Alley.
Bro, he just straight up fucking stole that brush and put it in his pouch.
The entire story resolves around. Now DLC 2, we start off our 6th year at Hogwarts and uncover ancient mysteries involving the Gaunts and other heroes of Slytherins, which basically leads us into the Chamber of Secrets, Azkaban, and many other locations with the aid of Ominis. And Quidditch returns to Hogwarts after the Ministry got very angry with Headmaster Black over cancelling the season prior. And then DLC 3, as we wrap up our final year at Hogwarts, we befriend a new first year after Professor Weasley comes to us to basically help him get the lay of the land, and that student's name is Albus Dumbledore.
Albus Dumbledore, huh?
Logically would make sense.
That's pretty fucking dope. So are they saying Albus Dumbledore, they're gonna do an update and have Albus Dumbledore in the game? I'm not sure. Maybe I missed that.
Student's name is Weasley comes at Hogwarts. Week 3, as we wrap up our final year at Hogwarts, we befriend a new first year after Professor Weasley comes to us to basically help him get the lay of the land, and that student's name is Albus Dumbledore. Now all of that actually logically would make sense.
Oh, okay. Now they're saying that would be cool to add as like DLC for the end of the game to like wrap up the final like 2 years at Hogwarts, yeah, or 2 or 3 years,
and actually do very, very well. Now somebody added to
this
saying how we got a full game for 1 year at Hogwarts, so if we want a DLC for 2 years, it would make sense for them to actually make 2 full games for each year, and that way we actually get a nice little trilogy. Now I personally don't think separate games would be needed, solely because a downloadable DLC would actually do the job, and also having to buy a full-fledged game again for a simple add-on just wouldn't make sense, again in my opinion. However, the timing would also need to be very important just as a whole, even with it being as an add-on. Now what I mean by that is, it would all need to be released over the course of over the next 4 years or so, basically before the next gen consoles come in, and then that's where they would then have the ability to step in and create a whole new game, in my opinion.
Right.
But again, arguably we are left in the dark with all of this. It's a big project for Avalanche, and all we know is they said they see it as a franchise. And of course the game again,
right, so that makes sense, franchise, so it means they're probably going to come out with numerous games for the Hogwarts Legacy franchise.
Arguably has only been out for a month and a bit, but
I definitely heard that with the with how great the numbers turned out for this game, that they're going to be coming out with another one. They already confirmed that they're going to work on another one.
Again, it's a weird sort of 50-50 scenario, because the hype it had behind it, let alone the actual player base, was insane, and to see the numbers instantly tank is actually pretty alarming. Now, before anyone says it's normal, which of course it is to an extent, it shouldn't have been that fast in my opinion, as that almost just shows gaps and why players may be leaving. And again, I'm specifically talking about that replayability aspect in the game. The good news, however, is assuming the last gen consoles is the reason for the silence, when they do add more content in the game, it will no doubt draw players back in. But again, will it provide longevity, or is it a play once and done type of game? Now there are more things, however, that keep coming to light, such as random wizards in the game that actually do have an evil side to them, and how you can actually now see it for yourself, but almost no one has seen it until the past 48 hours. So go ahead and check that video out that you see on screen right now.
Alright, so have you guys seen the Have you guys seen that meme with fucking the Hogwarts Legacy meme, musical chairs? It's hilarious. I'm gonna pull it up for you guys. Watching this video reminded me of it. It says there are 10 people at the party, but only 9 chairs. What spell could fix this? He says a summoning charm. I mean, he says Avada Kedavra, bro. Oh my god. Watching that video reminded me of this meme for some reason. I don't know why, but it was fucking funny. I had to show that to you guys. Hey guys, if you like the video, make sure you head over to the page, hit that like button, scroll over, smash that subscribe, and hit that bell icon to get notified for future video drops, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.